Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Mariana, aka Mary B, and I'm so happy to meet you. If you are new here, I am a professional singer. I work on cruise ships. I've been doing it for the past 10 years. I uploaded a video a couple months ago on how to get a job at Royal Caribbean on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. Since that video, you guys have been asking me so many questions in my DM and under the comment section of various videos. A lot of people are asking like the same types of questions, so I think it'll just be easier if I put it all in a video for you guys here. This is definitely going to be a two-part video because I have a lot of questions and it will just be too much for one video. So that being said, this will be part one. FYI, this video is also like, it's about cruise ships in general, but I feel like a lot of the questions were pertaining to Royal Caribbean. So if you guys are interested in that, well, yeah, you're definitely interested because you clicked on this video. So yeah, keep on watching. Hello everybody, this is your captain.
Just one life, baby. So live it up, take it one day at a time. Keep it shining like the stars we see above. I wanted to be here by my side.
First question. How can I apply for employment as an engine fitter? I also got like lots of different other questions about particular jobs. What I can tell you is I left the links in the description box for how to apply for a job on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. I will have that video linked in the card up above me right here, as well as in the description box for you guys. Listen carefully to the instructions that I have in that video, and the links will be in the description box of that video as well. When you go to the website, if you do not see the job in particular that you're looking for, it just means that that job does not exist and you can find something that's similar to what you're looking for. Another question, is it required to pay something around 400 USD for to get a job on the cruise ship? No. If you go back to that very same video that I just mentioned, I also mentioned that Royal Caribbean has certified hiring partners. If you go through the certified hiring partners, you're not supposed to pay any money at all, except for like your basic stuff like visas and these type of things, right? But you're not supposed to pay any money to any contractor or anybody like that that's trying to get you onto a Royal Caribbean cruise ship or onto a cruise ship on a whole. That's just not how it works. How many years have you been working on cruise ships? I said it in the intro, I have been working on cruise ships for 10 years. I applied for a job with Royal Caribbean. I have sister locks and my concern is getting my hair retightened and groomed. I actually do my own locks. I do my own hair, and I would suggest that you learn to do the same. You may or may not find people that is, especially if you have hair that is like my texture, you may have difficulties finding someone who can do your locks for you. You can most times find like an African or other Caribbean people that may be able to do your locks, but that is not the case on every ship, especially on every company. Like for the past couple of years, I've been working for Holland America Cruise Line. It's not a lot of people that look like me, so I have had to learn to do realistically, I was doing it before that, but if I needed someone to do my hair for me, I couldn't find it. Another option is when you go according to your itinerary, you can go into ports, go out into the ports and have like a local do your hair, and that is also based on the itinerary as well. If you're in the Caribbean, then you're good to go, but anywhere else, I don't think so. So my suggestion is just learn to do your hair for yourself. This is also the same case if you're braiding your hair, doing extensions, those type of things. I would suggest you either find a way to do it yourself or go out and do it in ports. Hi, I'm a new subscriber from your YouTube channel. I have an interview coming up with Royal Caribbean. I'm not sure if you made any videos talking about the interview process. Can you tell me what to expect? As a singer, I have not had to do any interviews for cruise ships, like ever. I don't think that that's the way that it works for us as musicians. I know for other crew members, yes, you have to do an interview. I'm not certain, to be honest. But what I can do, right? I'm gonna ask my friends who has done interviews, and I'll do a video dedicated specifically to the interview process. If I get that information, but I'll ask my friends for you guys. But if I had to tell you anything about the interview now, like it's like a regular job interview, I would suggest just be confident and know how to sell your strengths. Do not focus on your weaknesses. Know how to sell your strengths. What would make you a valuable asset to the company? Hey, I'm at the last step with the C1D visa interview. I'm nervous. I know each officers are different. You have any idea of the FAQ that they ask? For the C1D visa application, I would suggest, because they ask different people different questions, so I would suggest just being authentic. Being your authentic self, answering honestly, and don't be scared. You see that nervousness? Don't be nervous. Don't see, even if you're nervous, try to keep it on the down low, okay? Like, do not come across nervous to them at all. Be confident and be honest and be quick to answer their questions. Try not to hesitate. I was selected to join Royal Caribbean, but no one has reached out with more information. What's next? Y'all, I wrote down, so I'll be reading some of the answers from my phone because I wrote down some answers for you guys based on my research, right? Once you are selected for a role, the company will look for an assignment that matches your profile. This process may take a while, so be a little bit patient, okay? How will I know once there is an assignment for me? So you'll know via your emails. They'll keep you updated via emails as well as in your RCL home. That is the profile that you created where you applied for the job. You keep checking there frequently and you'll be able to see any details from that profile as well as via your emails. My friend and I applied on the same day, but he already has an assignment and I don't. Who should I contact to follow up? There are a variety of different criterias and considerations when assigning crew members to cruise ships as well as their private destinations. And these are sometimes based on things like availability, business needs, documentation, readiness. I mentioned this in my what to expect after applying for a job on Royal Caribbean video. I mentioned these details there, so you guys can check that video out. I'll also have it linked up in the cards up above me right here as well as in the description box for you guys. I'm having trouble accessing my RCL site. What should I do? So in this case, there's a ticket that you're supposed to submit, and I will have the link for that ticket in the description box for you guys. You just click that link. If you're having problems with the website, you click that link and just answer the questions basically, and someone will get back to you. Do you get paid in USD? Yes, we do. That is practically the universal that's practically the universal currency. Do you need to be fully vaccinated? Yes, you need to be fully vaccinated as well as boosted. What is the cost for the visa and medical? I believe I paid like $200, and this is pertaining to Royal Caribbean, you guys. For Royal Caribbean, I paid, I believe, $250 or $200, either $200 to $250 for the medical, and the visa is a standard cost of $160. On Holland America and on Princess, the medicals are only $150. I just finished high school. Can someone with no experience get hired? Yes, absolutely you can. I'm not sure about the STCW certificate part of it. 1 minute I'm being told that I have to do it online, and the next I'm being told that it is offered on board. Can you tell me which one it is? There are a lot of certificates and courses that you have to do when you get on board, and yes, there is some form of the STCW certificate that you do on board as well, but you definitely have to do it online. What is the age limit to work on cruise ships? I'm not 100% certain, but I think it's around 60, 65, because I have seen some much older folks working on board, and I think you just have to be able to be in good health and have the strength to do your job. That's about it. How do you secure money and personal effects on board? You get a safe when you're sharing cabins. Every cabin has 2 safes, one for you, one for your roommate. If you have a single cabin, you also have a safe there, so you can secure your personal items and money. I got my offer letter, but my personal data form and passport have not yet been approved by them. What do I do? Patience is the name of the game when you're applying for a cruise ship job, you guys. Just hold on. An offer letter is not a letter of employment. Which brings me to my next question. What is the difference between an offer letter and an LOE, or letter of employment? An offer letter is when you get accepted, is what they send you when you get accepted into the company. A letter of employment is actually when they have an assignment for you. Do I have to go to another country for the interview? No, you do not. If they're not having interviews in your country, then the interview will be done online. So you don't need to worry about spending extra money to go to another country. My visa got denied. What do I do? Babe, I'm so sorry that your visa got denied, but this means that you will not get a contract. You will have to wait until you can reapply for a visa and try your luck again. But if you don't get through with a visa, then even if you had a contract, if you got your contract before, and your visa got denied, you're gonna lose that contract. I'm so sorry. So I've also had a lot of questions about how do you get paid, how do you transfer money back to home and all of that. So on Royal Caribbean in particular, you get paid via a Royal Caribbean bank card that they give you when it's like a prepaid debit card, if that makes sense. So you can use it to do online shopping as well for certain websites. You have online banking with that card, so you can send your money home via that online banking, as well as you have MoneyGram and not MoneyGram, Western Union. You have Western Union. People come on board that does Western Union and MoneyGram and all of that. You can send money home via that way as well. I know that there are a lot other people use like Remitly and other different websites, but for me, I think it's easier to just use the Royal Caribbean online banking website and send the money home there. Do we pay for medical and plane tickets, and do you get your money back if you pay for these? So on Royal Caribbean, you pay for your own flights and medical depending on your job description and job title. On other companies that I've worked for, the company pays. When leaving Trinidad, I got a local asked me a question, y'all. A local asked me a question. Anyway, when leaving Trinidad, is it by yourself? Is it by yourself you're traveling, or in a group? You're traveling by yourself from all over the world. This question is just general, for it doesn't matter where you live. This is how it goes. You travel by yourself. When you get to your destination, like your airport of destination, then you would find a bunch of other crew members, because usually there is like a shuttle that picks up crew members and either takes you to the hotel or directly to the cruise ship, depending on when you get in. Usually you get in the night before and they leave you overnight in a hotel before you join the ship. When they're taking you to the hotel, usually when you get to the hotel, you see how many crew members are there, and the next morning when you get up to go meet the shuttle, you will see just how many cruise ship other crew members are there as well. But so that way, when you get to your destination, technically you're in a group, you're grouped up. But before that, when you're leaving your home country, you're traveling by yourself. When applying for a visa and you go for the interview, are we required to produce bank statements? I do believe so. I actually have to renew my visa this year. My visa is actually expiring soon, so I have to go through this process again. I believe I did work with mine the first time around, but they didn't ask for it. So I would suggest just working with it just in case. And any other supporting documents just in case they ask for it. It's better to have and they don't ask you rather than they ask you and you don't have. Okay, y'all, I feel like I've answered quite a bit of questions here today. So I will leave the rest of questions for part 2. I don't even know how many questions I answered just now, and I feel like it's already a lot. So I'll leave the rest of the questions for part 2, and you guys will see that video next Thursday. So be sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell turned on so that you'll get that information. You'll be notified when I upload that video. Also, if this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up for me because that really helps me out as well. Share this video with anybody that you know that are asking these type of questions. Anybody that you know that this video will be helpful for, be sure to share it with them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.